Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for Clique kits and I am using the October kit along with the October sketch. So here is the October sketch and I really love how it has the diagonal with the photo in the middle. So I am going to focus on that for my layout. So off camera, I went ahead and took the specialty paper. It's the vellum paper with gold foil flowers. And I fussy cut a whole bunch of those out. And now I am adhering them in the diagonal kind of way. So I get all of these questions all of the time about how I adhere my vellum. So I will say that there is such a thing as vellum adhesive, but I do not own any and I never have, so I'm not sure how it works or what it looks like or anything, so I can't speak on that, but I do know that there is an adhesive for vellum. However, I just usually put my adhesive behind the gold foil on the vellum or a color on the vellum, or try to hide it in that kind of way. So right now for the flowers, I am putting glue dots behind the gold, so you can't see them. You can't see the glue dots behind the gold. So that is what I'm doing for this specific layout. For this vellum, it works perfectly. Now if you have vellum that doesn't have any kind of foiling on it or any way that you can kind of hide it, then I would look into the vellum adhesive. But usually I can hide it in a way, either put it behind the photo or put it behind another embellishment, kind of cluster it to where you can hide the adhesive. But for me, this works just fine. Sometimes, you can see it poking out just a little bit, but I'm okay with that. You really can't see it unless you look really close. In some places here, some of the glue dots were a little bit bigger than the gold foil, and so I'm okay with that though. If you look close, you can see it, but otherwise it's, it's fine. So I'm okay with that. So right now I'm still trying to just get the vellum the vellum flowers exactly where I want them. And if something kind of hangs off the side of the paper or the edge, then I just will cut it off at the end. It's not a big deal. So I'm really just cutting these exactly how I want them and trying to get them, where I want them. So that's what I'm working on right now. It takes a little bit of time. The fussy cutting part takes a little bit of time as well, but for me, I really do think that it is worth it, and I feel like it makes a big impact when you have a lot of these vellum flowers with the gold foil. I think it's just so pretty. So for this layout, I am not going to do a whole bunch because the vellum flowers really give you a big impact, and so I don't really want to cover up all of that hard work that I just did. I do have two photos here, but they are printed on 1 4x6. So one way, if you are a person that really likes to do a lot of mixed media or do a lot of embellishing, or you don't want to cover up all of that fussy cut work, but you have multiple photos, this is a really good way to get multiple photos on a layout without taking up too much room. And this is one way that I do that quite often, is by printing two photos on 1 4x6 paper. So I did a layer behind the photo of the mustard color, and it has really tiny white polka dots on it. And then that corrugated white paper, which I'm in love with, you guys. It adds some dimension, not too much, but just a little dimension. And it also adds another texture, which I really like. Also, here I am using the cut aparts paper, and I am literally cutting it apart. I didn't want the whole 3x4 card. I just wanted what was in the center of it. So I cut that out, and I'm going to use that as an embellishing piece. And it says, "My heart is full." The photos are of last winter. I believe it was our very first snow of the year. And I live in central North Carolina, so I'm not in the mountains and I'm not on the coast. So I get, you know, a little bit, we get a good amount of snow here, but not as much as the mountains, but we get a lot more than the coast. So we are actually from the coast of North Carolina, so it's nice to be kind of centrally located now to where we get a little more snow, because I really enjoy snow. We lived in Pennsylvania for almost 3 years, and I love the snow. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the photos down, and I took one of the frames from the ephemera pack and cut a piece of it out. And that's another thing to really make your pieces work for you, make your kit work for you. You know, the vellum paper, I probably would not have necessarily used it as a whole sheet, but cutting it apart worked for me. It worked for that sketch, and I think it looks really pretty cut apart. The frame, I didn't want to use it as a full frame, but I just wanted to add an extra little piece. So I brought in that smaller piece and I cut it apart. It's the same with the any kind of embellishment, a sticker if it's too big, or the cut aparts if it's too much and you don't want it all. Make it work for you. Make your kit work for you. Make your pieces work for you. It's okay to cut things apart and only use the pieces that you actually are going to use. I really believe in making the kit and making the embellishments and the papers and everything work for the way you're going to use it, because not everybody is going to look at this piece of paper, this vellum piece of paper, and think, I'm going to fussy cut it. Not everybody thinks of cutting a frame to just a piece that they're going to use. Everybody sees things differently, and that's okay. So you make it work for you. I also did bring in some Nuvo drops from my stash, and the color that I used was raspberry pink, and I just felt like this color worked really well with this kit, and I'm new to Nuvo drops. I just recently purchased some, and I'm trying to get the hang of them, but these were not perfect at all. Also, down here at the bottom, I really was going to try to make this work, but it didn't look right to me, so I'm going to pull it up. That's another thing. If, you try something, it's trial and error for me a lot of times with things. I will try something, like right now I'm trying the sticker, and it just wasn't working for me there. So I picked it up, cut it down. I'm going to use a piece of it. I'm not using the whole thing. And I'm going to use it as a banner here, and I'm going to also bring in this black banner with flowers on it. And so I'm going to bring in another banner sticker, which is that mustard color, to bring in that mustard color again. And I believe that the last thing I'm going to do is bring in some more Nuvo drops in a couple more places, and some black splatters, because I did bring in some black with the black sticker with the flowers on it. That is going to be my layout for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any upcoming videos. Don't forget to spread love and be kind. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that y'all have an amazing day. Bye.